As you can tell from the view behind me, it was a little bit of a rough ride to the anchorage. Yeah. Everything's everywhere. So, that's what we were snorkeling in. Some craziness.
Anchors dropped, and I came up front to set an anchor alarm. I've got an app on my phone that I use to set where our anchor position is, and then I set a radius around it so that I can kind of know, because of the fact that we just don't want to drag, we want to know if we're starting to move, if our anchor's releasing and all that. So every night whenever we drop the anchor, I make sure to put an alarm on. But we are tucked in for the night where we're going to be hanging out and doing our Thanksgiving dinner. We're a little further south. Where we stayed last night, it's just up the way over here. Leonard Key's still behind us. And we decided to move a little further south because there's a beach here, a little prettier. We're tucked in a little bit closer to shore, which is going to be awesome. And I think what we're going to do now is get the cockpit cleaned up because it's all salty and we don't have anywhere to sit. We got to be able to sit somewhere. And then we're going to go downstairs and get ourselves cleaned up.
Before that, we got to clean up the mess that's happened down below.
Oh yeah, whenever we were coming back, it was really rolly, and so I was just watching stuff fly across the cabin down below. It was kind of nasty. Oh, so we got to get that cleaned up, and we got to get the engine off of the dinghy because we like to leave it without the engine on it at night, and then we can start cooking. So it might be a late dinner, but we'll see. It'll be all right. We're gonna have a great evening. It's beautiful right now. That's all I can say.
Lots
Absolutely.
to be thankful for.
Oh, lots. Oh, I meant to say earlier, thankfulness. So it is Thanksgiving, and I had a thank you to throw out. We had the issue with the dinghy where we had a hole. It was a patch an old hole that had been patched previously, and that patch just fell apart over the years and disappeared. So whenever we blew it up the other day, that started leaking, and we needed to find patch material. We tore the entire boat apart because I used to have patch material for the dinghy, and we tore the whole thing apart, couldn't find it, kept going around. So we went back to Marsh Harbor, and we were walking around, and I was looking for two things. One of them was transmission fluid, the other one was a patch for the dinghy. And I went to talk to a guy, and I was like, hey, do you know where I can get transmission fluid? He told me where to get transmission fluid. And just on a whim, I decided to say, I got this hole in my dinghy, and I need to patch it. And he was like, well, how much patch material do you need? I'm like, I just need like a little 3-inch square. And he's like, give me a second. So he goes over to his storage shelves, and he pulls this tube out, grabs a piece. He's got a piece of Hypalon in there, and he gave it to me. Didn't ask me for any money and that kind of stuff. I was like, I got to pay you for it. He's like, no, it's yours, just take it. So thank you to that guy, and thank you to good people for being good people, because the world's full of good people. And that's my thank you story for the day. But there was a funny story, which was, maybe Kelly should tell this one. We got some odd compliments from a lady at the gas station the other day, and I think she needs to tell this one.
All right, fine.
So, we were at the gas station for the second time. We had been there the day before because George needed transmission fluid. Turns out once he read the manual and everything, he needed more transmission fluid than he had gotten. So we were going back to get more transmission fluid. And this time we were also getting gas for the dinghy's gas tank. None of the marinas have gas, they only have diesel, which is fine because we ran into a problem in North Carolina where none of the marinas had diesel, they only had gas. And this sailboat runs on diesel, not gasoline. So we were there to get gas, and it's not self-service, so the person there has to pump it for you. So this lady comes over to pump the gas for us, and she's kneeling down to do the gas tank for us, and then she starts saying that she remembers us from yesterday. And I was wearing the same shorts from the day before because I had gotten salty in the dinghy, so I didn't want to get another pair of clothes salty, and I didn't think anyone would notice. Well, she remembers us from the day before, and she looks up and down George's legs and says, you have these pretty legs, and I know she likes your pretty legs. And then she looks at me and she goes, oh, your figure, I know he likes your figure, those hips. So there's no way she didn't know those are the same shorts. Yeah, so it was kind of weird. We just kind of went with it, and it was fine. I was like, yeah, I do think my husband is attractive, and he thinks I'm attractive too. Thank you, lady. I mean, it was all positive compliments.
Yeah.
She was saying we look hot, so interesting day.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. I was wearing my short shorts, so it's kind of hard to not compliment the legs when I'm wearing the short shorts.
All of your shorts are short shorts.
It is true. I have switched to short shorts because I want to show off the legs.
No, because I switched them over to the short shorts.
Yeah, she did, which is nice. So it was funny. That was another thing. Got to be thankful for people paying compliments. It was nice to get some compliments. It was interesting
It
to
was
get that
weird.
one, but it was
was
nice.
weird.
It was very nice. So
It was done in a unique way.
yeah,
So.
we need to get cooking. We're all cleaned up. The boat's mostly cleaned up.
It's clean enough.
It's clean enough. It's put back together for the
It's
most part.
clean. It's just a little untidy.
Yeah, a little bit untidy. We got some stuff we got to get organized and all that, but it's all right. And we are about to start cooking. So on the menu tonight for our traditional Thanksgiving meal is
Cherry Kool-Aid.
cherry Kool-Aid. She had to start off with some hydration. That
Well,
salt saps the water right out of you. I
I
tell you
needed
what.
water, and I wanted to get fancy, so I made cherry Kool-Aid. We have water, or we have powdered drinks
Yeah.
to put in the water.
We don't keep sodas on board or anything
No.
like that. She'll occasionally get one when we're out, and then we have 2 beers left, I think, at this point, which we might have tonight. I don't know for sure. But
Oh.
yeah,
we might.
so starting out with cherry Kool-Aid. That's our appetizer, or amuse-bouche, if you will.
I mean, I get the soda when we're out because I don't want the beer or anything. The island drinks are really strong.
Yeah.
Maybe not everywhere. We've only been 2 places.
Heavy pours.
But I tasted his and I was like, I can't get back on the boat with this. I'm
delicious.
gonna get seasick. So
Yeah.
Coca-Cola for me, please.
But, so she's starting out with some cherry Kool-Aid, and then we've got some mashed potatoes that we're going to whip up.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to roast up Kelly's pumpkin that she got in Beaufort, North Carolina.
Was it in Beaufort?
It was
Oh,
in
that was
Beaufort.
in the cute grocery store.
I know, that was a good
I love
grocery
that
store.
grocery store. I
Yep.
miss it.
Lowe's Foods,
Food
I
market.
think. Lowe's Food Market, yeah.
I don't know.
Good place.
The grocery store here isn't bad.
No, yeah, that's actually been really nice. But we're going to roast it up, and then I assume we'll just scrape it out and cube it. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought we'd do what we did with the acorn squash the other day, where you get half, I get half, and we just eat it.
That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. So we got that, and then we're going to do some sauerkraut, because that's a thing up in the Midwest, is to do sauerkraut.
Midwest? We're not from the
In
Midwest.
the Midwest. Mid-Atlantic. Mid-Atlantic.
You don't do that in the South?
I don't think so. I don't think sauerkraut's a
What?
thing down there. I read an article the other day that was talking about how it's like a thing around the Baltimore area that you have sauerkraut at Thanksgiving. So I think it's just in that area.
That's terrible. It's delicious. Why wouldn't you have that?
So I don't know. That's
I think we had it the last time we went down to your mom's, probably because I wanted it.
maybe so. Maybe so.
It's delicious. It's probably because there's a lot of people with like German background and Eastern European background in the Baltimore area.
Yeah, that
and
is true.
Philly area, just all of that area.
Yep. So we got that, and then we're gonna do tilapia.
Yes.
I have sliced turkey. We're starting with a T. That's important.
You don't have sliced turkey. You have pressed lunch.
Pressed lunch meat sliced turkey. We're not doing any of that. We're gonna do
You can
tilapia
do that.
instead.
I don't touch that.
No,
Yes, traditional tilapia carved off the bird.
absolutely. And that's it, I think.
Mashed potatoes, pumpkin, sauerkraut, tilapia. I think we're gonna roast up an onion today.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. All very traditional. That's how
I
we
don't
do
know.
it down here.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, we're gonna do that, and then we'll show you the end result. I don't know if it's gonna look pretty plated, but come along for the Thanksgiving.
It's gonna be delicious.
We're making
though.
it up as we go, having a good time.
Yep.
How's the appetizer?
In keeping with keeping nothing at all traditional, we have broken out our tortilla chips. We had nachos last night, so Kelly whipped up some crema. We had some queso fresco, tortilla chips, hot sauce. I missed a little bit too. It's delicious. Good little snack for while you're cooking. I'm happy with it.
You're starving. And
There
so
is
am
that.
I.
There is that.
Yeah. It's just a drip of hot sauce per chip, because it's not really a dipping sauce.
No, yeah. But very tasty. I do need to get to work though. What you working on there?
Bonus seeds.
Bonus seeds. What does that mean?
I forgot that the pumpkin would have seeds in it. And it was such a little pumpkin, I did not expect this many pumpkin seeds. And I'm so happy.
Yeah, we had a lot whenever we did the acorn squash, right?
No, we had
I know.
we had like this many when we did the acorn squash, which I was really excited about that too, because I forgot about the seeds, and It's one of my favorite foods that happens once a year in like a handful amount. So this is exciting. I don't know. This will be our dessert for our Thanksgiving meal.
Yep.
And we're gonna put Old Bay on it. Make it taste like home.
There you go.
So really excited about that. Yeah.
Everything else is coming together though.
Yeah, it's really starting to feel Thanksgiving-y today because all of the like food preparations and everything. I don't know, what have we been working on food for now, like an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, Thanksgiving, you work on things for a long time. The one thing that's definitely really different about this Thanksgiving, I know there's a lot that's really different, but the time that Thanksgiving dinner is happening.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever had Thanksgiving dinner past like 4:30 p.m. ever. I don't know. Maybe it's probably pretty early at your mom's house too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I don't know. What is it going on, like 8?
Getting there. Something like that. I don't actually know what time it is. I don't know.
It's sometime after 7. So we're gonna be eating sometime between 8 and 9, I think. And I'm excited. And for dessert, we're gonna get to look at the Milky Way.
Oh yeah.
Unless there are clouds and rain or something.
Hopefully there's not.
I'm hoping for the Milky Way. George saw 7 shooting stars last night. 7. I saw 2.
You gotta catch up.
Anyway, hopefully I get to see a bunch of shooting stars tonight too. So we'll see.
Yep.
I don't know. I gotta keep seasoning.
I don't know about you, but I'm hot. It's hot in here. We've been running on a 400 degree oven in a summertime boat, and it's definitely roasty toasty.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been hanging out over there too.
That's why I didn't put on long sleeves.
Yeah, that's all right.
I was going to, and then I was like, it's really hot. I'm gonna stick with this top.
I'm happy with my choice because the next few bits, unfortunately, you don't get to quite enjoy with us as much as we get to enjoy it. The smell is delicious. This is our food, so we've got our pumpkin, our mashed potatoes, got our tilapia hiding down there, roasted onion, and a little bit of sauerkraut.
Sadly, it doesn't have caraway seeds in it.
Yeah. Made a gravy to go over everything, and it smells delicious. I'm hoping it's going to taste delicious. We'll let you know.
I haven't tasted it yet, but I know it's going to taste delicious.
Yep. And we've got our little outdoor space set up with our lanterns, which are adorable. Our friends, Brett and Terry, they found these lanterns, I guess, at IKEA or something like that, and then Kelly was able to find...
Years ago.
Yeah, years ago.
They had much bigger ones. I found smaller ones.
Yeah, she found some small ones that are just perfect for setting the mood out there. And then I've already been outside to hang out my towel, and we got a clear sky, and the stars are gorgeous, and it's going to be a great night. We got a beautiful breeze out there, too. That's why I'm saying I'm glad I've still got my long sleeves on, because there is a good breeze out there to sit out. So she'll be putting on some long sleeves here pretty soon.
I have my long sleeves laid out. That was going to be my top layer, but not in here. Definitely not. It's not summertime. It's just hot in the Bahamas, even in November. So.
Yeah. No, it's true.
That's what I want. Can't snorkel in the cold.
I'm famished. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it just turned over to 8 o'clock
There we go.
a minute ago.
That's not bad. That's a full day. I'm pretty happy with that.
When did we start cooking?
I don't know. 6:30, maybe 5:30.
Probably like 5:30, because it gets dark earlier than we think.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
always
about 5:30.
so much darker earlier than I think, and then it's always bedtime way earlier than I feel like it's like midnight, and it's only like 8:15.
Yeah. Whenever you live on a boat, you definitely go much more with the cycles of the sun. So once it starts to go down, you only have a few hours left before you're ready to tank, and then you tend to get up right around the time that the sun comes up because it starts shining in your windows, and that's all you can do. Plus, it gets a
I
little...
don't get up when the sun gets up.
I do.
I'm able to sleep through it.
Yep.
Not too late, but a little bit later than you.
We need to get out there and get some food.
Yes.
Let's go eat.
Eat this! Alright, so this is the space. You can't really see it how we see it because it's just not enough light for the phone camera to pick up. So George is holding my cell phone with its flashlight at my face right now, so you can sort of see what's going on here. But this is Thanksgiving this year. It's a little different, but it's still got all the good things. For me, that's sauerkraut's definitely Thanksgiving. Apparently not George.
Nope.
But I'd be curious what's everyone else's, like, what makes it feel like Thanksgiving food. Just curious. But this is tonight. It'll be fun to have all the rest of the days of this year, the next one, just traveling around and making things feel special yet different as we go about. So make sure that you follow so you can see what type of adventures and mishaps we get into and what other traditions we kind of make up as we go. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.